All right, let's talk running backs here in the TCO studios with Vikings running backs coach Kennedy Polamalu. Coach, I like our group of running backs. Do you?
Liked them too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, they look good out there this spring. Tell me what was good about your group. I know you're hard on those guys. You want them to get better at everything, but what do you like about them?
I like the way they go about it. They're professionals, know how to prepare. They come with the energy every day, and they know I love the enthusiasm. And there's a standard that we're looking for, and they try to bring it every day.
Yeah. I think, the guy who touches the ball the most out of that group is Dalvin Cook. So let's start with him. Vikings fans are excited about that guy because he's a big-time playmaker. What kind of spring did he have for you, and do you think he's poised for a solid season?
He's had an excellent off-season, all the way from the OTAs to the minicamp. I just like the way his work ethic, stays humble. I think this is an elite jump for him.
Okay.
Not just, I think he's a really good football player, good running back, but I think he has a chance to jump to the elite status in this league.
Dalvin can be playful out there. Do you appreciate that trait that he has, having fun out there playing football?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
To me is part of one of the characteristics that I try to push is you should laugh.
Yeah.
Because when you laugh, it shows joy and brings that enthusiasm, and it becomes contagious that your teammates see that. Now, obviously, we know when to be serious, but there's times that you got to enjoy this thing. If you don't, because it's a long NFL season. Now that he's going into his third year, he's starting to understand it's a grind. And the mental, the emotional, the physical part, and you have to enjoy and find time to enjoy, or it's going to drain you.
Yeah. Alexander Mattison, first-year rookie running back. I know that we were excited to be able to draft him where we were. What was it that you liked about him when you were evaluating him in the pre-draft process? And then fast forward through the offseason program, what have you seen from him that you've liked?
Well, we for characteristics that we look for, obviously he can catch the football. A physical runner, has that stamina to carry the ball. He gets stronger and stronger the more touches he has. He can drop his hips, he can lower his pads, and he's smart. And then off the field, all the boxes are checked. He's a good young man. He's a good teammate, accountable, and he's going to be a young man that. I think he's going to make an impact, and especially with Dalvin and Amir and C.J. Ham, all the guys that we have, he's no surprise because that's what we saw in film, and he's added more by his character.
Yeah. You mentioned two guys that I was going to bring up next: C.J. Ham, a veteran, and another veteran, Amir Abdullah. Vikings fans know those guys, but when you think running backs here, you think about Dalvin Cook and Alexander Mattison. But those two guys are making a lot of plays in practice, and I have a feeling they stand a pretty good chance to help us during the regular season too.
Yes, and C.J. Ham, he is this system that Coach Stefanski and Kubiak and everybody that's put this system together over time has had that fullback, athletic fullback type. And this system fits him so perfect.
Yeah.
And then the thing about that, he's also a four core team specialist. Another character off the field. He's a great husband, great son. Yeah, I just love that kid.
Yeah. Amir Abdullah is a guy that Vikings fans remember playing against when he was with the Lions. Now he's on our squad. Another guy who could help on special teams, perhaps. Another guy who can catch passes too. So another weapon that you can use in a lot of different spots.
And he's starting to do it our way, the Viking way. So when he first came here, he had some things that we talked about and we worked on. And I'm telling you, he worked on his ball security, worked on pass protection, understanding how to fit and use. He's not a big guy, but use his strength, which is explosive speed and quickness, use that to his advantage, and he had an outstanding offseason.
Yeah, last thing I was going to ask you, you know, Mike Boone and Rock Thomas, guys who last summer, like in training camp in the preseason, were pretty noticeable in the preseason games, and it was fun to watch those guys grow. Those two guys and anyone else that you sort of have as developmental guys in your group, you think they can improve a little bit here and be ready for training camp?
Yes, they've all improved. Rock Thomas he's a natural runner, understands, good hands. Mike Boone, explosive, strong, tough. And then we have a young man in Kyrie that is learning from C.J. Ham in the fullback position. Another smart, tough, can catch the football. It's a good group. They have all the skills. Now we just got to keep adding pressures and putting them in pressure situations so that they can compete and limit the errors. And when they do that, we have a pretty good chance.
Well, I was joking with Andre Patterson earlier. I said maybe we can twist Rick Spielman's arm and keep 15 or 12 defensive linemen. We got to do that with your group, maybe. See if we can keep 6 or 8 of those guys, huh?
Well, I know one thing. You tell them, just go out there and they'll line up and they'll help the team.
All right, we'll have a good break and we'll see you at training camp, all right?
Thank you.